So I'm just days away. Excuse me, you're stealing my spotlight. Thank you. I'm just days away from getting on an airplane and going to PlantCon Seattle. And here are my thoughts as we segue into the week leading in to PlantCon Seattle. Overall, I'm excited to see the event itself, see how it's structured, see how things are kind of put together. I feel like this is going to be a really great and positive experience for me. I'm really hoping, at least. And I am really hoping that I don't come home with little to no money left in my bank account. I think the fact that I am going in with no specific agenda in regards to what I want to bring home for plants, in other words, no wish list specifically, is a little scarier than actually having a wish list, because if you have like something that you're focused on getting, that's one thing, but I don't have that. So I feel like this is going to be like kind of a free-for-all, free reign, no self-control kind of a moment here. And I don't know how I feel about that. Really hoping, if I'm to be honest, to find some sort of variegated or pink micans of some sort. That's like the one plant I think that I really have my eyes set and honed in on. But other than that, I'm like more than willing to just walk in and walk away with a shit ton of plants that I have yet to manifest or premeditate, I guess you could say. To you guys, I am such a fucking social butterfly, so I think I am most excited to meet new people, maybe make some new friendships, new acquaintances, or just even if it's a like online only relationship, I really don't give a fuck. I just love to socialize and meet new people, and being in a space like PlantCon with people who are thinking in the same way as you really kind of excites me. I'm really excited to see how all of this shit plays itself out. What am I the most nervous or apprehensive about in regards to the experience? Well, I don't really get nervous, to be honest with you. That's just not in my personality type. I'm a very outgoing, bubbly personality and love any social situation, regardless. But I think if I'm to be honest, the one thing that does make me the most nervous, aside from the fact that I know that I'm going to probably go home with a very empty bank account, is the fact that I am actually entrusting my husband to watch my plants while I'm gone. Okay, and that's not going to be a good thing. If you know, you know. I don't really have any plant friends here. Like when I go out like to brunch, for example, with any of my close friends and I start talking about plants, I just see that like glazed over look in their face. Like they literally want to talk about anything else besides the fact that I am just getting so into the topic of conversation, otherwise known as my plant hobby. And then I very quickly realized, okay, let's segue into something else that you actually want to talk about. So I'm just kind of, in a moment where I'm really wanting to like network and make more plant friends. Like I love plants and I want to talk about plants, but nobody in my life wants to talk about plants or even cares. Can you imagine? I keep forgetting about all the plants that I actually do want to go home with, and I'm forgetting that I'm kind of in my Scindapsus era right now, and so getting my hands on a lot of really different and rare Scindapsus would definitely be very dangerous. Guys, so come along with me to my Seattle PlantCon journey. This weekend, I will be documenting the entire experience, and I cannot wait. I am so fucking excited, and if you're going to be there, jump into my comments. Let me know. I'm excited to see and meet all of you. I can't wait for this weekend. I just absolutely cannot wait for this weekend. And I will see all of you out at PlantCon Seattle. I do have my eye on a Monstera aurea, but that could actually wait. But can it? Of course, I will be recapping the entire experience in a full-blown expose on an episode of That Gay Plant Hoe podcast. So stay tuned for that if you're curious about the PlantCon experience. And you guys, so fucking excited. See, this is what plants do to me, okay? This is like, I'm gonna be going to like fucking Plant Disneyland this weekend, okay? My prediction is still that I think I'm going to go home with a lot of Anthurium, which means my bank account is going to be very small when I get home.